Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is October 18th, which is outrageous. I say that every week. I got to figure out something else to say, but it's so true. We have a whole, 13 days left in the month, which is amazing. I feel like this month is kind of like lasting forever, but I love it because there's so much going on this month, and I have so many big goals for myself and for our team. It gives us lots of time to make sure that those things are coming to reality. So exciting to say that it's October 18th and that it is hotter than get out of you know what here in central Illinois. My goodness, the kids at school got on shorts and tank tops. I don't even know what to say about it. I think it got up to like 90 some yesterday. I don't know what I got up to today. I know you're making funny faces at me, Jill, but it was true. It was. I watched WGEK last night and it said the high was like 91 yesterday. It was craziness. I'm the mom that sent Josiah to school in jeans. It's true. But that's how that goes. So a couple housekeeping things. We have book club tonight starting at 9 o'clock after Huddle gets over here. We are reading What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, an amazing book. I can't say enough good things about it. There's also a book club going on with Amber on Journey Towards Diamond, which is called The Compound Effect. Another amazing book that just talks about kind of like daily activity and how that really adds up to influence your life. Awesome books. If you are not involved with something yet of self-development every single day, I highly encourage you to do that. It's good not only for your business, but just for you and yourself, and working on yourself, working to be the best you. I say that often, but what I truly want Plexus to be for everybody on our team is to help you to be the best you. So if that's with our amazing supplements that we know that work, then that's superb. If that is with the camaraderie that you get from men and women together, joining arms to be the best us, then that's superb. If it's, reading these self-development books and understanding what a big thing that is for your life, then that is superb. Whatever it may be, that's what I want it to be for you. So make sure that you're investing in yourself with that self-development. It's something you will not be disappointed in. I guarantee it. Along those same lines, tonight, what I want to talk about on Huddle is healthy habits. And what I was thinking about what we're going to talk about tonight in terms of Huddle and tomorrow for those that are joining us on Wednesday, I wanted to talk about something, again, that we could choose that every single person could use in life to be the best them, to be the best you. And one of the quotes I ran across was, successful people have successful habits. And I know that I'm someone that I get on a kick and I'm like all for it and I'm gung-ho. And whether it's on purpose or on accident, something happens that throws that habit off. And then it feels like it's almost impossible to keep that habit going or to get back in that motion. But I know that when I was dedicated, when I had my blinders on, when I was doing those daily activities, I felt better. I was more organized. I felt more accomplished, whatever it may be. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about tonight about those healthy habits and kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly with that, and maybe a little tough love too, but it's speaking to my heart and I'm speaking to myself as much as I am to anybody else that may be listening. So everyone has the same 24 hours in the day, right? We all know that. I was joking with friends the other day about how I could, if I wish I had like a secret key or a back door, that I somehow could squeeze like 3 more hours out of the day, but yet I didn't miss anything. Like it just went undetected. Like it was just my special little way that I could do a little bit more, but still not miss out on any more sleep, not miss anything, anytime with Josiah or George or anybody else, right? I know I'm not alone in that. We never feel like there's enough time in the day, but the truth of the matter is we all have the same amount of time. We all have the same 24 hours to choose what we're going to do. And I hear people say often, especially people my age, so people that are in their late 20s, early 30s, and say life is just so busy right now. I have kids that are busy. The people that are in their late 20s, early 30s, they're getting married, they're having babies, they're doing life in ways that they've never done before, and they're just not really sure how to handle it. And so they're always like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. And what I came back to say back to that is, we're all busy. Isn't that kind of an insult if someone says, oh, I can't do that because I'm busy? It's kind of like, do you think I'm not busy? Like, we're all busy, right? It's how you choose to live your life. It's how you choose the habits of what you're doing and what you choose to be a priority. I get that, okay? I get that. This month, last 2 months, I'm going to be honest with you. Working out has not been a priority for me. And it's something that I can tell it makes a difference. I haven't been doing it because instead of spending that hour in the gym, I'm spending that hour dedicated to my business. I'm spending that hour at work meeting deadlines. I'm spending that hour at soccer practices, whatever it may be. My point with that is that's your choice. That's my choice. I can't complain that I'm too busy to do it, because if it was a true priority, then I would make time to get it done. We all are busy. We all have the same 24 hours. It's about figuring out what your healthy habits are and how they're going to influence your life. So what are you doing to achieve whatever goals you have in your life? This could be to whatever, maybe you're finishing school. Maybe you want to get back to school. Maybe you're trying to go silver this month. Maybe you want to be a coach for your kids, sports, or maybe you are saving up for a car, whatever it may be, whatever goal you're trying to achieve right now in your life. What are you personally doing to achieve that goal? What are your personal habits to do that? If you just started school and you're trying to get 4.0, are you taking the time to study for those classes? If you started a new job or you're trying to advance in your job, are you taking maybe the extra 15, 20 minutes that you need to make sure that you're succeeding in that job? Whatever it may be, right? For me, my ongoing goal is to make Plexus my career. And so a personal downfall of mine that I would tell anybody is that I very much am secure in the fact that I'm going to be a diamond. It's going to happen. I know it's a part of God's plan for me. And so it's very easy for me when things don't necessarily go my way, when I don't meet my goal when I want, or when I don't rank up in the time frame that I have, to be like, oh, well, that's just not God's plan. That's true because it didn't happen, and I believe that. But that's not an excuse for me to stand at the sideline and say, well, I know it's going to happen, so I'm going to live in my make-believe land, and I'm just going to live here until it happens. It's not going to happen if you're not doing the work, right? I'm not going to become a diamond if I'm not out doing activity, if I'm not out telling others about this business opportunity, telling others about this health opportunity. That same thing goes with the phrase or the quote that goes, every day you're either doing things to move towards a goal or you're doing things to move away from. I've had a lot of people also say that, they just don't want to make a choice right now. Right now is not the right time for them. They don't want to make a choice. Well, the truth of that matter is you are making a choice. You're making a choice not to do anything. So to say you're not making a choice means that you're making a choice to say no, or making a choice to do nothing. And in life, we have the same amount of time. We have the same 24 hours a day. We have the same 60 minutes in an hour. So if you're choosing not to move forward, then you're choosing to move back, because there's no such thing as stagnant in a world that our minutes are constantly going. Our seconds are constantly rolling into minutes, and our minutes are rolling into hours, okay? So for you to be like, oh, well, right now I'm just going to be content, that's fine. You can be content. You can be stagnant. But really, you're not stagnant, because your time is still moving. Your time is still rolling away from you. Your time is still diminishing. And the time we get, you can't take back, right? So I got off on imagine that. I got off on like a butterfly tangent. Who would have known that was going to happen? So like I said, for me, it's really easy to be like, okay, well, it just didn't happen right now, but it's going to happen in the future. But that future won't exist if you're not working towards that goal. And I want you guys to know that as much as time is still moving on, you can say, I have a great team going. I'm silver going to gold, or I'm gold going to senior gold. But if you're not pouring into your team, if you're not focused on your activity and helping your team to keep advanced, your team's not going to stay with you. Your team's not going to keep that momentum. They're not going to see that vision if you're not pouring into them. This also goes with why I'm so passionate about making sure that our teams are added to our team pages. I think by now some of you guys know, but maybe you don't, that when I started this business, I started as a wholesale ambassador because I wanted health. I wanted better health. I had no desire to work the business. I wanted the cheapest price possible because I knew that this was going to be something that I was going to commit to for at least 3 to 6 months to see what it would do for my health. So I had to have the cheapest option possible. And when my sponsor added me, she added me to Journey Towards Diamond team page. And I felt the love and the momentum. And I saw something that I truly did not know ever existed called network marketing. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know it was another way. I was completely content at the age of 25 to be forever working as a nurse, working 2 or 3 jobs as a nurse, my husband working 2 or 3 jobs as a social worker, forever having $80,000 plus in student loans, having a car payment, having a house payment. That was what I thought was life. You guys, that's sad. That's not life. That's not living. There's a better way. You can choose to do that. You can choose to live the rat race. You can choose to live paycheck to paycheck, but you don't have to. And if you feel like that you're pulled in another direction, or you pulled that there's another opportunity, that's because there is. That's because there is a better way. And if I would have never been added to those team pages, that opportunity for me, that pull on my heart would have never been existent. It's not good enough just to go out and tell your friends about the opportunity if then you're not going to add them to your team pages and your sponsors' team pages and your upline's team pages so that they can see the vision. And we talk about adding them like, okay, so I run Odyssey to Gems. Amber runs Journey Towards Diamond. Nikki runs Team Flex It Forward. If you're my level ones, most of you have your own team pages. If you're lower than that, then you guys have your team pages. It's important to add to all those team pages, one, so your team knows the hierarchy. So they know the hierarchy of Plexus, so that if you're not available, they can reach out to the person that signed you. If that person's not available, they can reach out to the person that signed them. But the other part of that is we all aren't attracted to the same people. We all aren't attracted to the same personalities. I have plenty of people on our team that talk to Amber because they attest to Amber's personality more than mine. And that's perfectly okay. Just like there's people that are level 6s and level 7s that I talk to on a regular basis because maybe they see something in me that they can relate to. Whatever that case may be, that's why we're one plexus. But it's important to make sure that you are adding to the team pages so that people have the opportunity to see that vision. People have that opportunity to be more. Okay, that was often a little bit of a tangent too, but that's okay. But the point of this is to make sure that you are getting in an atmosphere when we add people and when you're doing whatever you're doing to reach your goals, right? That you're constantly moving forward, that your activity is moving you forward for the goals that you want to reach. And what is that habit every single day that make that happen? Your daily routine is your key to your success. I talk about daily affirmations a lot. What are you speaking over your life? What are you speaking positivity to make you better? What are the actions that you're doing every day? What is your DMO, your daily methods of activity? What are those activities that you are doing every single day to make you a better you? If it's plexus related, then it should be reaching out to new potentials. It should be following up with people. It should be listening to team calls, getting on team huddles. Credit to you guys that are on. You guys are showing up. You guys are showing up, and those that show up, go up. We know that to be a very true thing, right? If you show up and you learn, then you take those things, they influence you, and you grow into a better person. You grow into a better business marketer, a network marketer. You grow into a better business woman, a better business man. That's what happens when you're growing yourself continually. Successful people attract successful people, and success attracts by the people or the person that you are. So maybe right now you're like, I'm not who I want to be. That's okay. Work on yourself. Work on the person that you want to be. Other people will see that, and other people are attracted to successful people. We're attracted to people that we want to be like. We're attracted to the people that have the life that we want to live. That's not envious. That's not anything like that. That is simply wanting to be more. The sad thing about that is not everybody does that. That's also the secret of network marketing. Not everybody sees the opportunity. Not everybody wants the opportunity because it's an opportunity that takes work. It's an opportunity that takes commitment. It's not hard. It's not a hard thing, but it's not necessarily quote unquote easy or it's not simple. It is very simple, but it's not easy. So it's simple because it's the same duplicatable activity over and over again. It's not easy because not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody takes the time to make it happen. If you want more, you have to become more. And that is where those healthy habits come into play. That's where that daily activity comes into play. That's where those affirmations come into play. That's where showing up comes into play. I had somebody the other day I was talking to, and this was nothing related to plexus. They wanted to be a better runner. And so this girlfriend of mine, she's a dietitian at the hospital. She has 2 kids. She just came back from maternity leave. She ran until she was 8.5 months pregnant, marathon, guys, miles and miles a day, right? So she came back from maternity leave. She's like 8 weeks post-op, and she's ready to start running again. This girl has habits down pat. She gets up every day at 3:30 in the morning and goes running for 10 miles. Nothing stops her. She lives in Bloomington, Illinois. Snow doesn't stop her. Rain doesn't stop her. Nothing stops her. She's this petite, tiny little thing. And I said, Bree, how do you do that? How is that a habit that's in your life? Her answer was super simple, because I do it every day. That's it. It's not about putting too much effort into it. It's not about putting too much energy in it. I said, I don't think I could ever do that. I would be exhausted. 3:30 in the morning, what time do you go to bed? She's like, I go to bed by 9:30. I get around 6 hours of sleep. It's a choice. Saying that you're not going to do it is an excuse. If it's something you really want to do, you're going to do it. If it's something that's important to you, it will become a habit in your life. Now, if you're like, okay, well, I want that to be important, but it's not right now. Habits are hard to form. It has to be something where you have to just do it. And eventually it will become a routine that's a part of your life. But that's when it's key to keep doing it, right? Because no different than working out or anything else, you stop doing it for a couple days, it's very easy to stop doing it. It's hard to keep the habit going again. So focus every single day on what you are doing in your life. What are you doing to give yourself positivity? What are you doing to push yourself towards the goals that you want to achieve? All right, guys, I'm going to stop the recording here.